Hello there, my Sagittarius collective. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What's up, Sagittarius? You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, Sagittarius. What's going on, Sagittarius? Take a breather. Take a puff. Whew, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we're using the Golden Girls Tarot deck. Little light, fun-hearted energy read here. What's going on with my Sagittarius? God protects me and God fights my battles. No weapon formed in spirit or physical against me shall prosper. I'm highly favored and protected from all evil, as is my beautiful Sagittarius collective. Sagittarius, what's going on with you, Sag? What's going on with you? Whew, Scorpio energy here. Death and the Ace of Cups. Wow, this feels like new life energy. This feels like an awakening sort of sense. You know what I mean? Scorpio is very intuitive, right? With that Ace of Cups energy there. So Sagittarius, I'm liking that. Maybe you have Scorpio placement major in your chart. I feel like this is going to be almost a sort of awakening. So definitely your intuition is going to be on fire. So pay attention to it. It feels like a very liberating energy, to be quite honest with you, Sagittarius. After I say that, Two of Swords with that Ace of Cups. Don't fight it. Don't block it. Allow this to kind of happen. For some of you, this might feel like an overwhelming sense of maybe an emotional rush that might come over you, and maybe that you could be fighting it. You notice the moon placement there? Is that like a quarter moon? And there's the sun energy. Full moon energy right there. So a lot of you could be feeling this coming on towards this next full moon, Sagittarius. And this next full moon's in Virgo. So it's that kind of hermit mode energy. So this might actually kind of creep up on you out of nowhere. But it feels like it's going to be very liberating. King of Pentacles with that Ace of Cups. This, you know what, Sagittarius, honestly, this might actually kind of rattle you a little bit. So I want you to focus on being grounded. Really focus on being grounded. If you're not feeling this energy shift, it almost feels like it could almost creep up on you. Like you could just wake up one day and you're just gonna, maybe you're gonna have a good cry. Maybe you're gonna have a good, like revelation. And it's just gonna, it's all just gonna flow out of you, but it's gonna be like a beautiful healing energy. You know, sometimes you feel better when you cry. So if you feel the need to cry, Sagittarius, let the fucking tears come. Because it's like you're gonna have to be grounded as fuck to deal with this. Because it almost feels like it could be overwhelming. You know what I mean? So I want you to make sure that you're grounded so it don't kind of take you by surprise. Maybe, you know, knock your ass down like you're in a wave, you know, a big wave that surprises you and knocks your ass down. We don't want y'all out there losing your fucking bathing suit, showing your ass on the beach, okay? So just focus on staying grounded. Yeah, this does feel like it's just going to come upon you and it's going to catch you by surprise, but it's going to be a beautiful sort of release, a sort of awakening. It almost feels like if your heart chakra's been blocked, it's just going to kind of clear everything up. It's almost like when they put a stent in on a bypass and you get the blood flowing again and everything is just like good. It feels like there's going to be that sort of beautiful release and things are going to kind of even out, but it might come as like a rush of emotion. Damn, Sagittarius. The Seven of Swords. I think it's going to creep up on you. To be quite honest with you, I think this energy is going to creep up on you. So, promise me, Sagittarius, if you're having one of them days and you just feel it come on, get you to a nice, stable place and just let the emotions flow. It almost feels like maybe a good cry, maybe a good, shout at the Lord type argument where you kind of get that release. That's what it feels like. So when that happens, go to your safe place, go somewhere where you can be by yourself and just let it fucking flow out of you. Because it's gonna feel like a beautiful release. It feels like a bunch of just backed up energy, emotions that need to come out. Some of y'all, maybe it's just gonna be a fucking good ass cry, right? Yeah, that Wheel of Fortune. Oh, it's gonna be a game changer. For a lot of you, it's gonna allow you to get that release that you've needed. Wow, this is really beautiful energy, Sagittarius. But it's going to come. It's going to come. Divine timing. It happens when it happens. So for some of you, this could be a buildup of a lot of just repressed energy, repressed sadness, things that you've kept in that you need to get that release from. Maybe it's a good cry. Maybe it's one of them, where you shout at the walls to get it out of your system. Allow that to happen. Allow that to happen. It's going to benefit you. And it's going to come at the right point in time to help kind of free you up, to get you kind of motivated to take the next step is what it feels like. Kind of rejuvenate you. So yeah, Six of Pentacles. This is going to be a blessing in disguise. It's going to allow that sort of balancing to happen. If you've been masking your energy by buying shit or kind of doing everything but deal with the situation, I think you're going to have to, but it's actually going to be to your benefit. So I think you're just going to have to let it happen. Queen of Pentacles. You're going to have to own it. You're going to have to let it happen. Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles energy. Okay? You're going to have to let it happen. But it's going to be to your benefit. It's going to come at just the right time. It's going to come at just the right place. You're going to be able to do it. You see how happy Blanche is there? Because it's like your own. It's going to be exactly what you need at the right place, the right time, the right moment. But for some of you, yeah, it's going to come on pretty fucking quick. And it could take you by surprise. So that Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy. This is when, when it happens, allow it to happen. Stay focused, stay grounded. Just let the energy kind of flow through you and come out. Some of y'all, it's going to be a good cry. It's going to be very good for you. It's going to bring in the balance that you need with that Six of Pentacles. Especially if you've been trying to mask it or hide it in some way, shape, or form. If you keep trying to sweep it under the fucking rug, not dealing with it, Spirit's going to bring it out of you. But it's actually going to help bring about that sort of healing energy. And y'all know, I just noticed that little rabbit down there at her feet on that Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be very good. Some of y'all, it could happen outside. You could be in a park. You could be in the perfect situation. Maybe some of y'all are going to be sitting there driving and you're going to have that epiphany moment, right? Those of you that like to drive to kind of clear your head, you could be just driving along and be like, ah, and then you have your good cry. You pull over the side of the road or you're parked in a parking lot and you let the tears come and you just let it all just flow through you and out of you. And, you're going to feel so much better. Because it feels like it's been needed to be done. So, y'all, this doesn't have to be anything current. This could just be something that you keep, that underpinning type energy that you just keep avoiding addressing or releasing. But I think it's going to open up your heart chakra. It's just going to kind of free you of everything. In order to bring in balance, especially if you've been holding off and doing things that have been blocking positive energy coming towards you. You know what I mean? That's that sort of inner child healing, things that you put on the back burner that you haven't thought about or wanted to think about or wanted to put any time or energy into. It's like it's going to be brought to the forefront in order for you to deal with it. And it's going to be beautiful. You just got to allow it to happen, right? King of Cups. What about this King of Cups? Ten of Swords. Okay, now that's Stan. There's Dorothy with, if you notice, that Stan picture on that cake with them 10 swords in it. So, for some of you, this could be letting someone go. Finally letting someone go. Those of you that have been holding on to a situation, person, place, or thing that you know you needed to let go of, right? It's not always that the love ain't there, but if they ain't treating you right, you just can't live on that fucking love alone, right? It's an energy you're going to have to look at. You're going to just have to face it and allow it to happen. Because you know. It's over. Maybe it's going to be that moment when you get that release. Because the Six of Pentacles energy, to me, is looking like someone that's just masking it by going out and buying shit and doing a bunch of shit to avoid the situation. Instead of facing it head on and dealing with the problem. Y'all, it ain't that the love ain't there, but, you know, there has to be a little bit more than the love. You have to, everything has to kind of match up. You can have feelings for somebody and know there's no way in hell that it can work, right? You're just not compatible. Don't matter if the love's there, it's just, you're not compatible. Page of Cups. For some of you, maybe this was someone that you were with for a while, right? Some of you could just be feeling young and naive. Realizing that's not it. That's not the situation. Some of you, this could be memories from someone from the past. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign energy that kind of brings up this emotion with that Ten of Swords energy. An ending. Something that needs to take place. It feels like a release that needs to take place. You need to open up that heart chakra. You need to allow just allow the release. Because I feel like you've been sweeping this thing under the rug, but it's going to get to the point where you're going to have to deal with it. And I think you're going to be in a fine place to do it. You're going to be in the right place to do it, but you just haven't done it yet. Especially if you, with all this pentacle energy here and that Wheel of Fortune, especially if you've been focusing on being the strong one, having your shit together, you're going to have to deal with the situation. You're going to have to. There's no two damn ways around it. Yeah, King of Wands. You're going to have to deal with it. It's going to happen. Four Swords. And the Lovers. This just feels like putting an ending to it. You've been fighting it for too long. This is the beautiful energy. This is when you hit that point where you actually feel it. You know, you can watch readings and people can say, yada, yada, you should do this, you should do that. The love can be there, but if they don't treat you right, why the fuck you staying? But it's not until you feel it down to your fucking bones that you're able to realize, nah, you know, you got to grieve the situation. It's over. Whatever the hell this is that you need to kind of deal from. Work, love, or life, guys. It doesn't have to be a lover or a partner. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. It's a situation that you've held on to that has had a hold on you that you haven't released from. And you can hear all the right things. You can know all the right things to do, but it's not until you feel it and you know it to be certain that you're able to get that release. I think you've been doing the healing work. A lot of you have been. That Four of Swords, that Nine of Wands. But you know you're going to have to freaking... This is when that Nine of Wands goes to that Ten of Wands and you shuck them fucking wands up in the air and you free yourself. Some y'all, the more I look at this card, I'm drawn to the ancestors. Some y'all could see that. Maybe it's a passed over loved one. Maybe some y'all are going to feel the presence of a passed over loved one when you have this sort of epiphany moment. Because I feel like it's going to be an epiphany. It's going to come on you right when you least fucking want it or need it. And, you know, if you're driving, just pull over, park, and just let the tears come. Do whatever you need to fucking do. It's spiritually guided to get you to get that release that you need. But it's for the good. You know, that's the thing. You can't keep holding that energy in and holding that sort of sweeping it under the rug. It's going to get to the point where you're going to be tripping over the fucking rug where you keep sweeping it and underneath the rug. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to address the situation. Could be dealing with the water sign here. Very emotive energy, but you're going to get that release. But know that that's just going to help balance you out. I think your stability is good. That's not the problem. But for some of you, it's that emotional release. It's that getting your head to realize that your heart is kind of in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Wow, Sagittarius. Yeah, I think it's going to creep up on you, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to creep up on you. For some of you, maybe you're going to hear a song. Some of you, maybe you're going to hear the name of a passed over loved one, right? Something's going to remind you, and it's going to kind of bring you back down to reality. Especially if you've been holding on to some sort of loss. And with this King of Cups, this Page of Cups energy, guys and gals, this could cover anyone that you've met all through your fucking life. Something that you've kept sweeping under the rug. Maybe you've been overachieving all your life because you have been filling that sort of lack. This is a very abundant energy. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune energy. It's a very abundant energy. You don't want for anything, right? Very stable energy, but emotionally, you're kind of broken. So this is going to help bring that sort of balance in, Sagittarius. And it's going to creep up on you. I'm going to tell you, it's going to creep up on you. Some of y'all are probably felt. See, there's that 5 of Cups. I'm telling you, some of y'all going to feel it. It's going to creep up on you. Then you're going to be fucking crying. Okay? Now, if this isn't your energy with that Page of Swords there, maybe you're going to have to be dealing with somebody that's going to be going through this, Sagittarius. And, you know, Linda ear, Linda hand, High Priestess energy here with the world. Communication with the Hierophant. Yeah, this is so divinely guided that it's going to happen. With the Six of Cups. But that Six of Cups to me feels like that release energy. Damn. Sagittarius, y'all's reading got fucking deep. High Priestess, the World card. Trust it. Message coming in. Trust your guidance. Some of you, your passed over loved ones. Six of Cups, the Hierophant. That Six of Cups, the Hierophant, could be leading to new beginnings, right? New opportunities. If you're grieving the past or the loss of a relationship, a partnership, realizing that there's someone better out there, right? That Six of Cups. Because there's a King of Cups, Page of Cups energy you need to let go of. It needs to happen. Wow, Sagittarius, this is such a beautiful energy. You need to let it happen. Because here you are, Queen of Wands, Sagittarius. So there you are showing up. Queen of Wands. Judgment. This is sort of that hallelujah moment, praise Jesus moment. When you get that release. When you actually understand. God was listening to you the whole time. I love that. I love that. I love that, Sagittarius. It's a very beautiful energy. So, you know, when you feel it coming on, just go with the flow, Sagittarius. Let the tears come. Do whatever you need to do. Let it flow. Because whatever the fuck you've been sweeping under the rug, honey, you're starting to trip over it. You know, anyone that comes to visit you is tripping over it. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to lift up the rug, sweep that shit out, and fucking deal with it. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of clarity when this comes in. And you're not going to be tripping over all that shit you keep sweeping it under the fucking rug either. Sorry, Sag, I'm going to call your ass out. 1939 when I said that. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, I love you, Sagittarius. Let that energy flow. Let it flow. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful release, Sag. Peace, love, and light.